Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for coming out to our Refill Merton web chat and happy World Refill Day. And this web chat is brought to you by Sustainable Merton. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about refill, what it is, why it's important, and how you as an individual or a business can get involved and help us tackle the issue of plastic pollution. So I'm Rachel, and I'm the volunteer coordinator and community champions project manager for Sustainable Merton. And behind the scenes today is Amy, who's our communications coordinator. So to start off, just a little bit about Sustainable Merton. Sustainable Merton is Merton's local environmental charity. We aim to inspire, enable, and mobilize Merton residents and businesses to make sustainable behavior changes that help both people and the planet. And one of our main goals is to tackle plastic pollution and the issue of waste more generally through reducing the level of resource consumption across the borough. And that's really where Refill comes in. So what is Refill? Well, it's a national award-winning scheme by City to Sea that aims to tackle plastic pollution at the source by stopping the waste being consumed in the first place. They want to make refilling as easy as possible and as easy as purchasing a single-use plastic bottle. City to Sea recognized that it's not always easy to know where you can refill your bottle, and it can be kind of intimidating to ask for free tap water when you're not planning on making a purchase. And City to Sea addresses this barrier head on with Refill. Refill makes it easy to find where you can refill your bottle for free with no pressure to purchase. And they do this by connecting people with businesses where refilling is welcomed. And this is through a location-based app. And thousands of businesses throughout the UK are already signed up, and Refill has even gone international quite recently. So businesses that do sign up and offer free tap water on the app are called refill stations. By signing up, they're basically signaling that they will provide the public with tap water refills free of charge without the pressure to make a purchase. And of course, the increased footfall is a benefit to the businesses as well. And as I mentioned, there are already thousands of refill stations throughout the UK, including most major coffee chains like Starbucks, Costa, and Pret are all signed up. So you should be able to go into any of those and ask for a free refill. So let's have a little look at the scale of the plastic pollution problem. In London alone, 1 billion single-use plastic water bottles are consumed each year. And that doesn't include all of the plastic bottles for other beverages like fizzy drinks. And 2/3 of these are consumed on the go. Sadly, only 9% of the world's plastic waste has ever been recycled. And across the UK, over 16 million plastic bottles get thrown away every day. And what happens to this unrecycled plastic? Well, most of it ends up in our water bodies, oceans, and lakes, and rivers. And plastic bottles and lids are actually the most common item found on Europe's beaches. And it's an enormous amount of plastic pollution in the ocean, 150 million tons. And that obviously has huge effects for wildlife. So this is obviously extremely bad for the environment. Plastic bottles make up 1/3 of plastic pollution in the ocean, so that's 50 million tons. And this sadly causes the death of 1 million seabirds, 100,000 marine mammals, and many other species like marine turtles every year. And this plastic can even end up in our own food system. And the average person is thought to ingest up to 5 grams of plastic every week. And that's equal to 1 credit card. And single-use plastic consumption also contributes to climate change. Plastic production and incineration leads to 400 million tons of carbon dioxide released into our atmosphere every year. So why should we refill? What are the benefits? Well, most obviously, it reduces plastic pollution. And as I just described, this helps wildlife, particularly aquatic wildlife and seabirds, who are at high risk from that plastic in the oceans. And also, as I mentioned, it reduces carbon emissions, both through reducing the number of plastic bottles produced in the first place, but also through reducing the number of bottles that are in landfills, and even reducing the number that need to be recycled, because both recycling and incineration leads to carbon being released into the atmosphere. So it basically tackles plastic pollution at the source. There are also direct benefits to you. One of them being it encourages you to hydrate throughout the day, which, as we know, is really important for our health and well-being. And it makes this easy to hydrate wherever you are. It also saves money. The average Londoner uses 175 plastic bottles a year. So refilling could save you over £200 a year. And that's not including if you swapped out the occasional fizzy drink for a refill. So given all of these benefits, we warmly invite you to join what has been called the Refill Revolution. And it couldn't be easier. All you have to do is download the free app, then go to the app and find the nearest business that has signed up to as a refill station and refill your bottle. The app is even available in 9 different languages. And there are already over 300,000 users and 30,000 refill stations. So basically, wherever you are, there's a refill station nearby. And collectively, Refill has saved over 1 million pieces of plastic. So here are just some images of what the app looks like if you zoomed in on Wimbledon. So you basically keep zooming in and then click on that little refill icon here. And then, as you can see, Lush is a refill station. So if you refilled your bottle there, you could click refill now, and then it would keep track of the number of refills as well as the carbon that you have saved. And you can also look out for window stickers that participating businesses should feature in their window. However, as some businesses don't have these stickers, the app is still your best bet to find refill stations. And Refill doesn't just stop at plastic bottles. In the last year, they've really expanded the app, and it now includes information on where you can refill a coffee cup, your lunchbox for takeaways, and it also has zero waste stores. So in this way, it makes it really easy for you to cut down on single-use items. And in addition to the environmental benefits, this has lots of benefits to you. For example, lots of coffee shops now offer discounts for you using your own cup. And this can be up to, I think it's about 50p each time you get a coffee, which if you're like me and drink a lot of coffee, that can be a lot of saving over the year. So I wanted to say a quick word about refilling safely. You might, over the last year, have noticed that many businesses that used to accept refillable bottles or coffee cups stopped during the pandemic. But good news for Refill, research has shown that refilling is just as safe as single use, and over 100 scientists have signed on to an evidence-based statement highlighting the safety. Refill has also strongly lobbied the major coffee chains to get reusables back on the menu, and as a result, most have started accepting them again. And Refill has also published guidance for both the refill stations and you as an individual for refilling cups, which is called contactless coffee and refilling bottles. So this helps you and the business to refill safely. And if you want to check out the evidence statement I mentioned or the safety guidance, you can have a look at Refill's website here. So I'm now going to introduce you to Refill Merton, your local chapter of the National Refill Campaign. And Sustainable Merton manages Refill Merton. And we had our launch event last January, before the pandemic, in Centre Court Mall. And our aim of managing Refill Merton is to raise local awareness about refill, so about the app and what it can do, and also about the issue of plastic pollution. We also want to sign up more refill stations. And especially right now, we want to increase residents and business confidence in refilling and its safety through spreading the word. And I'm really excited to tell you that over 70 Merton businesses have already signed up as refill stations. including these familiar businesses here all over Merton. And as I mentioned, most major coffee chains as well. And one of our goals over the next year or so is to get a refill station on every major high street in Merton. So I'm now going to show you a quick video all about Refill Merton that was created by one of our refill volunteers.
All of us at Sustainable Merton are really excited to be launching Refill Merton. Over 70 businesses in Merton have already signed up to refill, so there's lots of local places where you can go and fill your bottle for free.
Well, we've signed up to the Refill Merton because we think it's an incredibly good idea that people will help reduce the waste on the environment and the plastic use by reusing their bottles. And we think it'll help bring in more people. If they come and refill their bottle, might stop for a nice drink or two, you never know.
So all you have to do is download the app and keep an eye out for window stickers in your local area. And to find out more, you can go to sustainablemerton.org/refill.
So now that you know how easy refilling can be and what a big difference it will make to the planet and yourself, I highly recommend that you download the app. You'll be helping to protect our oceans, combating climate change, and giving your wallet a break all at the same time. And you can download the app through either Android or iPhone and find out more at refill.org.uk. And if you're really passionate about tackling plastic pollution and want to get involved even further, here's how you can do it. First, you could take a selfie of yourself refilling with your reusable bottle the next time you refill and post it with the hashtag REFILLREVOLUTION. And please tag us, Sustainable Merton. We're on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. You can also sign up your own business as a refill station or have a chat with your local coffee shop or pub to see if they would like to sign up if they're not already. And to find out more about signing up businesses as refill stations, you can send us an email at refillmerton@sustainablemerton.org. And finally, you can become a refill volunteer. There's lots of things you can do as a refill volunteer, from creating videos like I just showed you to doing hands-on work with the public. And head to sustainablemerton.org/volunteer to find out more about volunteering with us. We would love to have you join our team of volunteers, or as we call them, community champions. So thank you so much for listening to our web chat today. We hope you found it both interesting and inspirational, and I really hope you're going to download the app. If you're interested in finding more about how you can get involved, head to our website. And please give us a follow on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. So thanks again, everyone, for coming out, from myself and Amy, and have a wonderful rest of your day.